Today, I'm gonna show you where your joy and your ease are hiding. She asked for a sign unlike any other sign she'd had before. And me getting in touch with her was that response, was that answer, was that sign. It was serendipitous, and there's just a knowingness when things are right. There's just a knowingness when you're ready to come home to yourself. You can enjoy your life that is rooted in self-trust, that is subtle, powerful, and undeniable. I know how much you've achieved, how much you've nurtured, how much you've supported, and the capacity you've had to step back so others can shine. I know you don't need to shine for anyone else, but there's a radiance in you, a creative force that is hungry to enjoy itself. It is wild, it is wise, it is joyful. You've tasted success. You've known the energy that you feel in the room when you're in your power and it feels like it's too much for others. You've learned how to step back so others can feel supported, safe, and comfortable. But if you keep doing that, there's an essence that's just yours, that's irreplaceable and so delicious for you to experience. And I want you to have that. You're ready. Your capacity for giving is immense. And now I'm inviting you to what is waiting for you. The ability to receive your joy, your splendor, your power, not to make a statement, but just to live in your juice and your joy. Your intelligence, your insight, your intuition. You're so intelligent and intuitive. But in a world that has only prized your intelligence, where you've had to use your intelligence to protect yourself from being called dramatic or emotional or aggressive, you've stifled your intuition. Your intuition is what makes life easy for you. If you keep honoring your intelligence at the cost of trusting yourself and your intuition, you're always going to feel like something is missing. And I don't want that for you. It's not worth it. I know. Power at the frequency of fear is control. And power at its highest frequency is love. For years, I tried to fit into the expectations that always felt so limiting. And I chose to deny my heart. But the fragrance of the heart is enigmatic. it called me to traverse 3 degrees, very successful businesses in entertainment and fashion, to authoring books, to birthing a baby, and going through one heck of a journey that became an international award-winning documentary film. Studying with neuroscientists, yogis in the Himalayas, in places and teachers that you've not heard of, because the most exquisite teachings are the simplest. I've walked through fire in the spiritual traditions, feeling the strength and the control and the fear that patriarchy has of the creative power of women, of the intuitive power of women. And I've been in the wrath of women, that female teachers that perpetuate misogyny and call it feminism. I was a journalist. I've authored books. I had a fashion business. I had an entertainment business. I taught celebrities, people high up in government and industry. And it all had so much success, financial and otherwise, and still felt empty. I turned to spirituality. And I realized that the ambition that I brought to material life just transferred onto spirituality. The game had changed, but the goal had not, the ambition had not. I was still in a rat race, just a spiritual one. I knew there was another way. My womb told me there was another way. And I did crazy things for 9 years till I found that other way, till it found me. I walked on the iron shore in the Cayman Islands where I live, barefoot. I walked by a graveyard by the ocean in the dark of night with no phone, asking to receive what my womb knew is the path for women. That path is of energy, it is of power as love, it is universal. It has nothing to do with belief systems and nothing to do with philosophy. It is truth. It is how truth and consciousness express itself in the physiology of a woman's body. I understand that power is about co-creating with the life force, not transacting with it. If we were to get on a call, I can show you exactly where you're blocking joy and ease. You need to put down the armor of superwoman and self-protection, or you will keep feeling like ease is something you need to fight for, earn, or claim. You need to process the experiences that made you so resilient so that you can finally rest and receive. Because they fear as if I rest and receive, then I will not be successful anymore, but that is not true at all. Everything you do and more, you need to process the experiences that made you resilient and meet them with the power of love. So you can rest, receive, and enjoy success that is wildly abundant and deeply delicious. You need a guide who can help you access your primal energy. Because without accessing it, you will always feel like you need something or someone to fulfill you. Thirdly, you need a guide who can help you access your primal power. Because if you don't access it, you will always feel like you need someone or something to feel fulfilled. One of my greatest joys is a client that had set up so many companies, was like a jet-setting traveler, hitting the ground, running all the time for years. And after doing this work, she was able to rest, to trust herself so much that she crunched all the numbers and initiated rest leave, which was 1 week of paid leave for employees in her company. The joy on her face, in her whole being, and what it brought to me, priceless. If you don't come home to your womb, you will keep feeling like an imposter. Connecting with your womb will move you from self-doubt to self-trust. And that is everything. You don't need any more evidence for your worthiness. Come home to your knowingness. We always know you asked for a sign. Click the link.